Hello everyone, welcome everyone back to part 13 of the web development in Python with Django. In the previous tutorial, we were working on our user profile information, so we could create our profile user, update it, show it to other users. If you log in by ourselves, we use it by our own. We've created our links to our profile, as an authors for our publications, for a post and so on. So right now we can go to the, for example here, we click and we go to the profile and that's it. But right now our page is not that beautiful as it would be if we would add some kind of images, for example for cats, for dogs, or even if a user could add his own profile image so that others could recognize it. So this is a great feature that it's not that hard to implement. So right now I have only images prepared for this tutorial, not like before. I don't have anything at all. So I hope this will be pretty quick and we'll be able to do this by our own without any templates preparation up front. So let's begin. First, what we need to do, we go to our code. I already started the server, as you can see, and first thing what we need to do is to create a folder where we'll keep all our images. So this folder I'll call media. And right now, Django is so super flexible and has a lot of things already implemented. To use this media file, we simply need to tell our Django project that this media is our folder to save all the images we want. So I need to write media root, and it will be equal to os path.join. And here is a base directory, connect, join it with a media. Also, we need to create a media URL. So this will be simply a media. And need to import the OS, so we go to the top and somewhere here import OS. Another thing with Django is that, okay, cool, that's a mistake. Another thing is that we need to, I'll restart this server. Okay, cool. Right now it works. To upload images into our Django project, Django requires to have a pillow library. So we need to import it. I add pillow, and of course we need to install it. So I write pip install -r requirements. And this pillow is right now successfully installed into our project. That's cool. We can close this, and we can close the settings because we won't need it anymore. When I go to my media, I create another folder that I will call default. So the default, I'll store here all the default images, for example, for my user profile or for posts that don't have uploaded image. So this will show us. So I go to my pictures, and here I already have downloaded from Google many images of cats and dogs. So I simply grab my user and no image files and put them into the default. What the hell? New folder. What I created here? I thought I created a folder, so I remove this. New folder, default. Yeah, now it's better. I move it to default and it's cool. This is how this image would look. Now we need to update our main application models so that it would handle the image field. So we go to my main app, and we go to the models. And here, we need to do a few imports. One of them is that we need to from Django template, we import default filters, and from here it's Slugify. And I need to import OS to handle directories on my project. So first I go to my article series, and here I create a new line where I'll name it image, and this will be my models, and Django has already implemented image field, and default will be default as I created here, and another will be no image. JPEG. Okay, we can add max line length. That will be equal to 155, but it's not necessary. Another parameter is that what we gonna call when we upload the image. So there is a parameter called upload to, and this will be equal right now to image upload to, and I need to create this one. So I go here somewhere above and I define this new image where instance will be equal to none, and the instance will be name of the image we are trying to upload. And here we are checking if instance, so if anything is at all given to us, and if it's true, we return our OS path.join, because we would like to upload to article series. I'll call it article series because the article series is a cat, is a dog, or whatsoever. And then I create a Slugify and self slug. Oh yeah, I forgot to add here self. This is simply to make sure that our slug meets the requirements of a slug to be safe. And here is simply an instance. And we connect this, and it should create a full path where we're gonna save these images. Okay, and max length. Okay, it's a mistake. That's cool. Max length. We fix this. And now it should work. And another thing is that we're gonna upload images not only to article series, but also to our articles. So I could copy this field and I simply do a copy of it. And here it needs simply a return none if instant is none. And I copy these lines and simply paste them here. Now it's a little different with this field because we want to use self-serious slug, not a simple slug as it was here, and self-article slug. But you can use whatever you want. That's only my example, and of course I would be able to use self-slug, but for better understanding for you guys, I'm writing it like that. That's cool. So I believe that this is fine. Let's see if my server is running. No, it's not. Let's restart it. Now it's running. That's cool. We go to my page and we go here and hit refresh. And let's see what we got here. Oh, I see. There is no such field. So we need to make a migrations. Python manage me, make migrations. That's cool, and we need to do again a migrate. That's fine. We do a refresh of our server. We go back and let's see if it works now. That's cool, it works, but still I can't see these images for some reason. So let's check what is the path of them. Image fluid source. Okay, I see what's the problem. So there is no source in our template. So we go back to our templates and to my home here. And right now here I need to modify this to use object image URL as source. So I create brackets, curved brackets, and here is a object image URL template. And now if I go back to my website, it works. As you can see, our image is present here as no image available. And that was my goal when there is no image. But now we would like to add a new image here. So how to do that? If we go to my admin panel of our page and we go to our series, for example, let's go to cats. Yeah, there is no field to add image. So we need to add a tab here so we could be able to upload images at least from our admin panel. So I go back to my admin. And here I create a new field that I call image, and I copy this field, and the same I do here with article and for admin, article series admin. Okay, we save it, and if we go back, I hit refresh, and as you can see, new field appeared. That's excellent. So let's try to upload this to my cats And if I go to my pictures, I have here a cat I added. And yeah, I hit save. It was successfully updated. I go to dogs, I do the same, and I pick a dog. Save. Okay, let's go to my homepage now. Boom. That's cool. As you can see, that was easy, and that's amazing how easily these images is to upload. And there's a cat, and there's a dog, and so let's go to my files and let's check how they do like. And if I go to my media, as you can see, this article series was created automatically, and automatically it created a cats and dogs folders where it put these images. That's amazing. We didn't need to handle these folders creation stuff. It doesn't matter what files we create. It's giraffe, it's a house, it's a jacket. It doesn't matter how our series is called. It always will create a new folders and it will upload images to here. That's amazing. So from this point, we can handle that these images would be the same size right now, because we don't want that this would be like this way larger than this one. Imagine if this will be even larger, it will take all the space on our page. So we'll handle here our CSS of our website. So before that, I go to my home HTML, and here I will create a new div. I'll give a class to it, and I'll call it aspect ratio box. I copy this, right? And I'll create a new CSS for this purpose. I close the div. That's fine. I go to my static main and main CSS. I go to somewhere to the bottom here, and I'm creating a few more lines here. So first, I'm creating an aspect ratio box that will have a position of relative. That's cool. Next, I create aspect ratio after class, and here I'm creating that the display will be block. Content will be empty, like that, and padding bottom will be equal to 56.25. Why that? Because we want to get an aspect ratio of 16:9, and we are receiving this by 9 dividing by 16 and multiplying this number by 100%. If you don't trust me, you can write this in your calculator and you'll get this number, and this will be equal to 56.25%. So we would like to keep this ratio always, and we still need another class here, the image. It's img, and here I create a position as relative. Left will be 0, right will be 0, then width will be 100%, and height will be also 100%. That's cool. Okay, let's hit save. Oh, I see where's the mistake. I missed here a percentage. So this might cause the issue. So let's refresh. Not yet. It's something else. Okay, let's go back. Oh, this position is absolute, not relative. Okay, that's another mistake in my CSS. And as you can see, that was my goal. And right now, whatever image we will upload, it will keep the aspect ratio of 16:9. And keep in mind that if you upload a larger image, it will be stretched or other way resized as this cat. We might see that it's not original one, but still, well, it's resized. But now we have it working. So if we go inside here, I'll upload these on my admin page, so we would have all the images here. So I go to my article, for example, and to my Husky, and I choose to upload Huskies. Save. I go to Akita, choose to upload another actor. Save. I go to Sphinx Cat. I choose it and I upload this. Upload. Save. And I go to my Bengal cat. And where it is, here it is. I hit save. So right now, if I go back to my homepage, if I go to dogs, there is a husky, Akita, a beautiful dog. And I go to cats, there is a Sphinx and another Bengal cat. Beautiful cat. I don't like this Sphinx cat. It's a horrible cat. No hairs. Anyway, let's continue this tutorial. Now, we know that we can upload images into these whole articles and series, but we still would like to have something here for our users. We would like to have some kind of profile image for it. This is a second part of this tutorial. We minimize everything. I close this, close this, close this. We'll open it if we'll need. So just for simplicity reasons, I go to my users and I go to my users models. The same as I did for my main, I'll go to models either and I copy this field, image field, and I go to my user models and I'll create exactly the same field here, but instead of no image, right now we have a user JPEG. Right now I'll remove this maximum length field. I need to copy another function. This we had image upload to. So I copy this either. I copy it here. That's cool. And I need to import Slugify, the same as we had here imported. I simply copy it the same way as before, paste, and we have exactly the same information. But instead, right now I will change it to users, and instead of Slugify, I'll use self.username. And that's it. Yeah, that's cool. And now I need to go to my update these forms because, well, you know, we like to upload this later. So I go to my forms, user forms, I scroll down somewhere, and there is an email and description, and I'll create a new line here, image. That's cool. And right now we need to do migrations because we'll receive same errors as before. So I call make migration, migrate. That's cool, no errors, everything works like a charm. Now, we would like to see this image somewhere here, because if I hit refresh, we can't see it. So we need to go back to our profile HTML template, and I go here to my profile, and right after this media field, I would like to create a new line that I will call img class that will be equal to something, and I'll close it. So what will be it will be equal, it's a little bootstrap around that circle, around the circle, account img and profile image. This will be my default one. I mean, this is a custom one. These are two I think it's default to Django. I mean to Bootstrap. This will be my default. And source will be equal to form instance image URL. So I hit save it, form instance image URL. I go here, hit cool. So right now you can see that our profile has a default image as we updated our database and we created this new line to display this profile image. But what if we don't want to have it so huge? We want to always minimize it. To do that, the same as before, I go to my CSS and I copy this profile image. This is the purpose why I created this one. And if I go to my main templates, oh no, it's static main CSS. I go somewhere to the bottom and I create this new function, and here we simply write a width will be 155 pixels and height will be a fixed 125 pixels, and the padding will be 5 pixels. I hit save, And now I hope it works. Yeah, as you can see, it resized this image, and right now we have a pretty beautiful small image of my default profile. But what about if we would like to allow user to upload his own image, similar how we let user to update his first name, last name, and description, and of course email. So we go back to my profile HTML template, and here I created here a new line. I'll modify this place a little. So first we are checking if here the user is the owner of this profile. So if username is equal to form instance username, we do something like this one. And I copy this, and here I call else we do again the same stuff, and we need to finish this. We finish this with simple and if. Okay, that's nice. I remove these unnecessary lines. So, but right now, when user is the owner, would like to that user could be able to update his own image. So to do that, I create a new field that I call input, and ID will be equal to ID of image, and the type will be equal to file, and name will be equal to image. All this stuff is hidden. I hope I'm writing it correctly, but I can't assure this. Now I create a label field. I copy this. I'll put this inside this label stuff. This label will be equal for ID image. And now we'll make some changes here to this one. So the image class will be equal to round the circle account image profile image, but we'll modify a style of it. So style will be equal to cursor, and it will be a pointer, and source will be the same. And next we need to create a title for it. So title will be to upload new image. That's cool, and we close it. I can move it to here, that's fine. And I'm not sure, but I really hope it will work. And let's save it. Let's see if my server is running. It's running. Let's go back here. I hit refresh, nothing changes. But right now, if I hover over this image, you can see the cursor. So let's click this cursor, and it doesn't matter what image I'll choose. Let's go with Akita, open, and it didn't change. But if I press update, as you can see, you test your profile has been updated, and we didn't need to modify any Python code or etc. And we do this all straight inside our HTML template, and it was pretty easy. It's kind of hard to explain how it works and etc., but it simply works. So why we need to bother about that if it works? So right now I have this test user, admin user. I said admin with an Akita image, and that's exactly what we wanted. Right now we can edit this information in our test profile. So next is that we already finished this, but what about change password if we would like to, or remember password if you don't remember our test user password, or what about email confirmation of this stuff? We'll talk about this in the future tutorial. For this tutorial, I reached the end. I thought it will be quicker and shorter, but it took a lot of time to show you and explain how this stuff works and how to modify all things that it will work. Of course, I'll upload everything to my text version tutorial, and I think I'll end here. So please like my video, share my channel, subscribe to it, and I hope this will help me to grow in the future. And of course, I hope this video was useful for you and really enjoyed watching it and like it. And in the future, For the next tutorial, there is still a lot what to cover in Django that is very important, with a security, confirmation, email, and so many things yet to cover. So we'll see in a next tutorial. For now, that's enough. So thank you again for watching and see you in the next video. See you later, guys.